Hey there, podcast world. I'm the Mister.
And I'm the Mrs.
Welcome to The Naked Truth,
The podcast where we lay it all bare, literally and figuratively.
That's right. We're here to talk about real stuff, the nitty-gritty of life.
And we mean everything, from parenting to relationships, mental and physical growth, recipes, financial stories, and much more.
But here's the twist. We're recording this podcast while laying in the bed, completely nude.
Yep, you heard that right. No scripts, no filters, just us and the naked truth.
But before we dive in, a quick disclaimer. Things might get a bit crude and not safe for work. But hey, it's all in good fun.
So let's grab a seat, or strip down if you dare, and let's get naked.
Hello, and welcome back.
Hello. Good to be back.
This episode is probably going to be a mess.
We're having a good time on a Friday night.
Yep. So 3G, that's a thing. They're really kind of awesome.
Okay. Are you going to introduce this episode?
Yeah, this episode's going to be about a lot.
We got a lot we want to say.
We got some viral stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We've got, which leads to an interesting little topic I had a weird idea about in the middle of explaining said viral thing. Yep.
And then we just kind of ran with it. So we're actually doing that part. That'll be the second part of this episode. And we're doing this kind of me coming in blind.
Yeah.
As we talked about. Or blindfolded, however you want to think about that. But
we need a catchy name for this segment.
Yeah, we don't have it yet. But we're going to go with it anyways. So he's done some research. Got us a nice little list, because I like lists, of some things husbands say they wish their wives would do, or
know,
maybe
or understand.
That their wife would understand, or they knew. And so I'm coming into this list blind, and I'm going to blindly react. It's almost giving away our first segment. Getting to that though. Getting to it. Don't get too quick. Anyways, and then last segment, that will be mine. A little bit of my focus here recently that the Mister's kind of supporting as well. How we're working kind of on our household as a whole functioning. So we've got a little bit of everything tonight.
Yes, yeah. This is just a jumbled mess of we've had a weird week, I guess.
Yeah, I could say that. Yeah.
Not weird in a bad way, just weird.
An awakening week.
Yeah, you think so? I think that's just tonight for you.
I'm looking at you, and you like barely focusing on me right now. So
no, I'm focused on you. Okay.
Anyways, moving on so that we can get the episode rolling.
Right. So yeah, I looked up a list of 20 things.
We're not going to that first.
No. Yeah, that's what you set up first. But anyway.
No, I mean, I was introducing the different segments.
Oh, gotcha.
I've done that now. See, he thinks I'm the one.
Oh, we're a mess.
Having a tough time tonight. No. Now it's segment number 1, which would actually be...
I don't have any notes pulled up. Oh, okay. Yes. The patron saint of saving relationships.
Yes, and you all know. We cannot go without mentioning the greatest national movement in a long time. You know, more influential than the debate last night.
Right.
You know,
it was,
obviously, it's brought the whole nation together.
Right.
So.
I mean, this is the most divided we've been since, I don't know, 9/11. Like, or not divided, but
he
united.
Said divided, but he meant yeah. Anyways,
okay. Look,
he's
I've
struggling.
had a whiskey drink. I've had a rum drink. And
a whiskey drink.
had
a vodka drink. He takes his out in there. Sorry, go ahead.
a pretty potent edible there. So yeah.
Anyways, yes. Back to the tuah. Gotta spit on that thing.
I'm sure there were so many conversations of one partner to the other going, well, what does that mean?
What?
And then having to explain it.
So I have been very interested because I take things very literal. And so we're from the South, and I know I've seen some other, social media people talking about this, that when you hear that's usually the beginnings of what we would call a loogie,
right.
Which in my mindset is a gross, bodily function that is not sexual in any means. So then when we take said loogie and spit on our partner, it seems defiling and disgusting in my viewpoint. And so I was trying to have this discussion with the mister, which we've had a couple days this week at least, on I mean, it's like we have to circle back. We have to keep coming back to it. Why the spittle of your partner would be exciting or enjoyable. And so the mister is going to elaborate a little bit on the guy's viewpoint, or at least on his viewpoint as a guy.
Okay, so the comical short answer as a guy is we're fucking disgusting, and yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Elaborate, please.
The longer, more technical answer is it's almost like I think I explained it to you. You can say, hey, we're going to have a hamburger. And it's like, awesome. And it's like, but it's a fucking McDonald's hamburger. And you're like, okay. Yeah, I guess I'll deal with it. Versus this
Here we go.
mouth-watering handmade hamburger. And you're just like,
and it's just dripping.
Like salivating. Like
you're salivating
wait.
for that hamburger because it's the best hamburger. And it's just like you can't wait to get that hamburger in your mouth.
Right. Does that not sound awesome?
So this is how he tried to explain to me that if I am literally dripping at the mouth to get his package into my mouth,
right.
that would be over the top exciting for him. And it doesn't I don't really have to go into the specifics of the hawking a loogie. It was just a term that the viral sensation described as how to, get on that thing,
Right.
So he's saying with that enthusiasm as what did you dub her? The patron saint?
The patron saint of saving all future relationships?
Yeah. Because now everyone is probably going to get a chance to discuss the hawk tuah girl,
or get surprised by it,
or yeah, exactly. So I'm starting to come around to the understanding, but I still get a little hung up on the sounding like a loogie. That one is where it throws me off. But he says it's not necessarily that we're really
don't mean anything.
It's just saying that
just a mouth.
It's like your mouth is watering when you're getting ready to get something. You just can't wait to taste, and you're just desiring that taste, and your mouth is watering. That is the on his side. That's I guess that's it. So yeah. That's well. Let's see. Oh, you had as a note here. What do you think we can learn from the hawk tuah girl, mister?
To actually maybe vocalize what some of the stuff that may be a little odd to, or would, like the missus thought was odd, but it's really like, no, like it would make me feel good, like being able to open that conversation.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you think that's what we... Well, I mean, obviously, from everyone seeing it, you're saying there that it has opened the conversation probably for lots and lots of people who've never had that conversation.
Right.
Just being able to have that same thing that you and I kind of probably talked about a little bit more than most.
Right.
But to talk, just to open that conversation and be more open and honest and candid, and so yeah, I think that's what we've all learned from her. And
then that kind of made me have the little idea of, hey, maybe I should look up a list of things that guys think women or wish women would know, or
women would know. That's what we've got. Yeah. 20 things husbands wish their wives knew. So, like I said before at the beginning, I'm going into this blind. I have not seen the list, and I do not have the list in front of me. So I am simply going to be taking my cues from the mister. You will see how very easily some of our conversations can get very confusing when I'm trying to figure out what the hell he is talking about. So let's see if this is going to be one of those times. All right.
So yeah, I think this is going to be fun, because what I'm thinking is I'm just going to read the statement.
Okay.
And I'm going to see what you think.
You're going to get my reaction, and then you're going to react.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
And, whether it's same, different, or... Well, that's way out of whack.
Okay. Okay. All right. Again, would you like to say, or would you like me to say the title? 20 things.
I gotta get something to drink. So talk for a minute.
Oh my gosh. Okay. 20.
I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah, you might need a little hot tuah. Okay.
Whoa.
20 things husbands.
I'll be right back.
Wish their wives knew. Okay. So, again, we're going to take each one of these in the list, and he's going to read off the item of the list, and I'm going to react first, and then he's going to give his reaction as to whether or not he supports that as the man/husband in this situation, or if he says, I don't know, that's not quite right, that's a little off. And I'm sure he's going to respond to my initial reaction as well. And there may be questions, because there most of the time there's a lot of questions that I like to come up with. So anyways, this should be fun. We haven't done this before, so we're about to give it a shot. If the mister can get situated again after
I'm not gonna wear the headphones.
Getting him a little sip of water.
My mouth was so dry. Okay. So, I guess we'll start here. So, statement number 1 is, I love her.
What?
I love her.
Okay, and this is 20 things husbands wish their wives knew.
Mm-hmm.
I love her. Okay, obviously, I know that you love me.
Right. But sometimes it's like, does she really know how much I really do love her?
Okay.
So, it does make you go, I don't know if I'm worth how much I love you.
Or maybe it's, you don't know if you are displaying enough to me so that I truly know that at the end of the day how much you love me. Right.
Yeah, I don't know if you're ever actually aware. Okay. So, not always, it's just every once in a while, it's like, I don't know if she really knows. Okay. So, I feel like that's what, for me, that's what that statement says.
Okay, I like it.
Okay. 2, she is beautiful and amazing.
Okay. I'm going to say from the wife's standpoint, or at least in my situation, I would say make sure, husbands, that you actually express that, and you don't just say that in your head, as sometimes the mister does. I'll be a little pissy about it. I'm looking cute. I'm feeling myself that day, and then we are like 30 minutes, an hour into whatever event we are going to. And at this point, I'm like, well, did you not like what I have on today? Or did you not think this was cute? Like, I spent a lot of time getting here. And he'd be like, yeah, did I not tell you? I mean, you walked out and it was like, yeah, you're looking amazing today. But I would say, on the husband's standpoint, please take the time to process that you want to express that to the wife.
Right. And for me, what happens is I think that's so loud. I feel like I say it. And like I legitimately, like, when you tell me that I didn't say it, I'm like in shock because I'm like, no, I said that.
I straight said that. And I'm like, no. Or I would say, and you said amazing and beautiful, right?
Mm-hmm.
Too. So I would say, also, just for me, I don't know how everybody else feels, but for me, on the wife's standpoint, but also the mom standpoint, I really try my best to put, the Mr. and thing 1 and thing 2 at the top of my priority list. So it makes, and maybe that's just one of my love language things or whatever, that I almost need like some confirmation that the things I'm doing, the sacrifices I'm making, whatever, that those are being seen and they're not just, just kind of falling through. So I would say, again, if you can verbally kind of remind the wife that, hey, I see what all you went through. I know you had a tough day, and I just want you to know how amazing you are. Just again, verbalizing, maybe giving some examples, not just giving out that general, generic statement, if you will.
Right. And we see it. But once again, for me, sometimes I'm just kind of taken aback by it. And I'm just like, holy shit. Like, how do you do what you do? And I brag about it a lot to people, and I probably
to others, just may not to me.
And I don't know. Once again, it may be one of those, like, I say it so much, like how much, fucking better you are than anyone.
It's gonna make me blush. Aww.
This one may end up becoming a lot more emotional than I thought it would when I started the thing.
I know, man. What, we're on number 2?
Right.
Yeah. Oh, number 2. Okay.
Yeah. We're going to move on.
Yes, number 3.
It is. I really am trying. I put a lot of myself into everything, and sometimes it just feels like my energy isn't getting matched, and it hurts.
Oh. Ooh. I think that's a pretty deep one. Yeah, so first off, let me say, I thought coming into this list, it was going to be more of the, like we said, hog tuah range.
Nope. I tried to pull a quick one on you here.
He pulled a fast one, and he's trying to get me in this deep, sensual, reflective conversation that I was not mentally prepared for, okay? I've been in the joking realm, and then we're like, we're gonna bring it on back.
Look, I read over these. There's some that can get that way.
Okay,
so
all right. Okay, so I would say probably the same, just vice versa of the number 2 one, which was, you should tell me more. Husbands should tell wives more that they're amazing and beautiful and whatnot. But on the contrary, of course, it would go both ways. So I could probably, as the wifey, take more time to tell you on, especially tough days or, whatever, when I see you doing something that I appreciate. And again, like I do, brag to others about your qualities. Instead, actually telling you that, hey, I see you and I see what all you're doing, and I appreciate that.
Which goes back to my core foundation of having an awesome relationship.
Yeah.
And it used to drive you crazy. Just communicate.
Just communicate.
That's it. All right. So here you go. You wanted a funny one.
Thank you, sir.
Now remember, this is top things from surveys. Hints don't work.
Oh, shit. Here we fucking go. I'm having to clear my throat on this one. Excuse me.
Thank you, all the guys that listen.
Hot tuah. Okay. So out of anything, I would say this may be the one point of contention that we always have. Yes. Quite often when I might say something like, oh crap, I gotta get, such and such before we go to bed, or before we leave. Seriously, something went down the wrong way. But anyways, and then I'm walking around, and as I'm walking around doing whatever else I'm doing, because I'm really scatterbrained, I'm doing the other thing, but I'm saying out loud, hey, the kid's got to get a bath, or whatever the thing is. Okay, then I start to internally become irate after minutes of I've voiced this thing that needs to occur before the next thing can occur. I've voiced it to my partner here, who's very intelligent. Okay, very intelligent. Knowledgeable guy. And then he's sitting there just
a bit of an idiot savant, maybe
shooting the shit, just having a good old conversation with me, while I am internally becoming irate that he has not acted upon that thing I said needed to happen. And then when I do get a little snippy and I say, well, I said we need to do such and such, he'll be like, well, you didn't tell me. I need you to tell me. And I'm like, what? Why would I have to tell you? I've already said it needs to happen. I just need you to act on it. But apparently, this is a very common issue between men and women. Mm-hmm. Talking to, other people that we know, and then also just doing a lot of research. Apparently, you got to tell the guys point blank exactly, I need you to blah blah blah, and then does it need to happen today, tomorrow, does it need to happen by next week, whatever, but apparently you got to be real fucking specific.
And if you just say, hey, I need you to XYZ, what happens?
It gets done.
Yeah,
which is very frustrating.
And the answer's cool, gotcha.
But on the wife's side, I will say from the wife's side, which I have tried to explain before, and I think there would be more wives that would understand. Look, we don't want to sound like your mother. Okay, we don't want. We were already a mother figure if we have children, to our children. So we don't want to have another. Basically, we're not trying to be a maternal figure and tell you exactly what you need to do. We don't want to fall into that nag category, nagging. But he says direct instruction is not seen as nagging.
No. Okay, so there's a process in my head. Once, cool. Twice, it's a reminder. Third time, it's a reminder of the reminder. Fourth time, it's nagging.
Okay, so we've got to get to level 4.
Level 4. It's DEFCON 4.
Before we are
That's like alien invasion.
Nagging. So I am working on that. It's still very, very hard for me to be so direct and not just say oh, we got to get some laundry done. I need you
throw this load
to do a load of laundry. Put it in the washer, please.
And then when you look at me and you go, you're on laundry duty today, I do the laundry. And I'm happy as shit about it because I don't have to think about anything. You just said, hey, do this. I went, check.
Check, got it. Moving on.
And as I've said, I explained it today, actually on the way home from the gym. Men are simple-minded.
Simple. Very.
I have 3 things on my mind right now.
Here we go.
It's food. It's fighting. And it's fucking.
Those are the 3 F's. By the way, from previous episode, the testosterone therapy seems to be working. It seems to be improving the Mister's overall outlook on life.
I'm happy again.
Thank you.
I don't know if you are, but I am.
Well, it's interesting. No, it is. It is improving overall, I will say. Okay, moving on. Sorry, because we are getting in the weeds, and we are on number 3?
No. We're on number 5.
Oh, okay. 5, good. Right. Okay, and there's how many?
We got 15 more after this motherfucker.
God. We have got to wrap
it up. Wrap it up. Okay, we won't get as deep. Okay, so number 5. Sometimes I want to feel like number 1. I feel pretty far down the line. You married me first. Before we had kids.
Ooh, that's a hard one. That one's a hard... Oh, that's a... I don't even know how to explain that one. But, yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah.
This is one I really don't have an answer for because it's the same struggle.
Yeah, that's tough. I would say, I mean, just I guess like we have done, which I mean, it took us a little while to get out of that because I think you do have different seasons,
right?
And when the children are young, it really it shouldn't, but your relationship, or at least ours did, kind of took a back seat to whatever. You're just kind of trying to keep your head above water at that point.
I did the same.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure, and like I said, I want to do this where you do the same thing, but I'm sure a lot of these are going to overlap.
Yeah.
And that would be interesting after doing both of them to look and see how they all, kind of stack together.
But I would say as we have the kids have gotten older, we've figured out a way to prioritize us more so that you're not feeling that way. Right.
And in all honesty, all these, even though we know it's not true, the good stuff is definitely true, but these negative sides, even though we know that's not true, it does get every once in a while, it creeps in. Mm-hmm. But we know it's not real, so it's not like it's a big and if it is, you don't know how to cope yet, and need to figure that out for one. Yeah, so I just kind of want to put that in there.
Okay.
So we'll move to number 6 because you went real quiet.
Okay, moving to number 6.
You get this real
I'm seeing if you're going any more with that, but okay.
No. I want to be appreciated.
Okay, appreciated. Okay. I mean, everyone does.
Scratch my head and tell me I'm a good boy. That's it.
Good job.
Yep, that's it. I'm going to try to move faster because this will take forever, and we've got your whole segment.
Yes, we do. Okay, go ahead.
Positivity is attractive. You're beautiful. Act like it. Our kids are great. Good job. Realize that you've done good.
Okay, where did that part of the list end? Because I feel like you were ad-libbing.
No, I'm reading it. Word for word.
Okay, it says what now?
Positivity is attractive.
Positivity is attractive.
You're already beautiful.
You're already beautiful. Okay.
Act like it.
Act like it. Okay.
Our kids are already great. Good job.
Okay.
You're responsible for a lot of it. You've done great.
Okay.
You don't have to feel like you've got to push them.
Okay, so wife's perspective, we should probably, most likely, not give 2 shits about what other people think. Okay. We should also not worry about what we see others doing or whatever, or not. Just stop with the comparison.
Right.
Right.
You've done awesome.
And then just
we're proud of you.
Confident and whatever in what we've done. So okay, I get that. Okay.
Right. Your words matter to me.
I'm speechless. Okay. Can you give me some context into what that would mean to you?
To me, sometimes you'll start telling something, and I know it drives you crazy because you look at me, you go, "Yeah, I'm not finished." And I'll go, "Yeah," and you're like, it's almost like you're thinking like I'm not listening to you. No, the "yeah" is, yes, I understand. I'm here. I've checked in.
I'm in this conversation.
Like, you've got my full attention. What you're about to say means something to me. It means when you say you're proud of something or you like something we do, we take it to heart. When you say, that wasn't the best idea, it's like, oh no, I fucked up. Like,
Okay. So you are paying attention to what we say and how we say it?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Even though it may not seem like it, because once again, simple mind.
Simple mind. That's right. Yeah. But you're taking mental note.
Right.
Okay.
Think of us more like chimpanzees. Like, just, we're just, we dumb monkey.
Okay.
Talk to me like you would our 2-year-old nephew.
Is this part of the list?
No.
I'm so confused. If that was part of the list, I was
that
like,
was the
well,
simple.
That's very odd.
No, that's back to the simple mind like thing.
Okay.
Because toddlers are stupid. Okay, so back to the list. All right.
Back to the list. Number
9.
Okay, we're moving on.
Sex matters.
Okay. I would say it does to us too. Us as well. Yeah. I mean, obviously, we should enjoy it. We should have it.
Right.
Okay. We should make it a priority. And I think some things that would help me, since we've had our great spiritual awakening or sexual awakening, whatever you want to call it, is that, like, taking that, like you said, like the guilt of, oh man, I really should do that. Like we haven't done, anything in a few days or a week or whatever.
Right.
And you're like, I really need to work that in somehow. But it's making it more like a task then, instead of like something we should enjoy. And so we kind of, I think, when you switch that mindset
Of we get to,
that's our time as adults to play and enjoy ourselves. And we've chosen each other to do that with for, like, you're always going to be my playground buddy now.
Right.
So we should, play.
Right.
Yeah.
And then now for the deeper end of that.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
All right, are you ready? So, the great conundrum in the world is a lot of times the woman has to feel the loved connection, like, felt appreciated, loved, to get into the mood or into the act or to want to. Where for a guy, it is the complete opposite. We feel appreciated, loved, and whatever
Through the act. Oh,
So,
interesting.
yes. I don't know that I think I've tried to kind of say that, but I don't know that I've ever really broken down that like that.
I don't know. Right. Okay.
And like you said, it's just fun playtime, so why would you not?
Why would you not?
And I mean,
It shouldn't be a task or chore or a, hey, let's mark this off because we need to at least hit once a week or whatever your mental, whatever.
And then, sometimes it's 3 or 4 times a week. Sometimes it's once every couple weeks. But the thing is, I think we're at a good point where we know, because we get to have the conversation. We've had we have a little bit more of a connection on that end to like, no,
Yeah.
it's not as, like I don't get pissy, really about it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, these are the fun ones now. Sometimes we really want you to just lose control sexually.
Okay. I can't speak for all. Well, I can't speak for all, but I could see how we would be a little bit apprehensive on. I don't want to go too overboard. I mean, I am still wife/mother of his children, whatever. I don't know if the truth is, like the song says, breaking the sheets, but whatever. What is it?
Lady in the Streets.
Lady in the Streets, something like that. Yeah. So
yes.
I think we do have to, because, I mean, just societal norms. If you are a little bit on the outskirt there, in public, when you are in your mom position, wife position, you're not going out in a certain way because you don't want to be looked at in a certain way or whatever. So kind of same idea. I guess you could carry that home to your sexual experiences and still kind of have that. I tell him, I know, that it's hard for me to switch gears very quickly from mom duties / wife, expectations over to now we get to, explore sexually or whatever. So, I think that's kind of a hold up on the wife's end, I would think.
Okay. And for me, it's like I want to be the safe place where you can do that. Like at the end of the day, you can step away from the other stuff and just
be.
I mean, our job as humans is to eat, fight, and fuck.
Oh, here we go again. I don't know where the fighting comes in. Who are you fighting?
I don't know.
Who are you mad at? I feel like I'm in like Fight Club or something. All right, what number are we on? 11?
We're on 11.
11, okay.
Yep. When you ask us what we're thinking and we say nothing, it's true.
Which on our end, I would say wives' end, especially wives with possible ADHD, there is never a time ever that we are not thinking probably multiple things. I cannot just sit and just completely have nothing. I do agree with, like, I've seen memes and things about, I am the one who has 27 tabs open. There's music playing in the background somewhere.
And my screensaver's on.
And his screensaver's on, and it's bouncing around. It's bouncing. Like the old DVD thing. It's just bouncing. And it's just nice, and you don't know where, but that's it. That's all.
There's colors.
There's no, it's just, he's not literally planning, or reflecting, or overanalyzing. Like, he's literally has nothing in his head. Like, I don't.
All
like,
my
I
brain
don't
is
know.
doing is saying, keep breathing, don't drool. Like, that's it. Like,
I don't know what that feels like.
It is keeping me alive. That's it.
I wish I could.
No, because there's huge chunks of the day that is unaccounted for. Like they say, there's 24 hours in a day. There's like 5.
All right, number 12.
You're starting to yawn.
I am a bit. Yes, it's getting a wee bit late.
Okay, well, we'll knock this out pretty quick, and then you can knock out yours pretty fast.
Okay.
Let us parent like a dad.
Ooh. Ooh, I feel like that one was a personal slap in the face. Yeah, so, yeah. I do like to take control of the situations, and I will say one of my faults is that I don't really think anybody else can do it the way I can do it, as good as I can do it. That's not just you, that's just in life in general. So I would much rather like complete a task myself than turn around and try to like train somebody to do that, because no matter how well I train them, they're not going to do it to my standards, my expectations. So sadly, that does bleed over into parenting, and so I'll try to sit back and I'll try to be a passenger, but it is really, really hard not to take the wheel and take over the conversation in whatever the situation is, because in my mind I think that I have the better idea. So sorry about that.
Sometimes a boy needs a little hard labor, needs a little hard punishment, not laying a hand on him.
Right.
No, there's way more effective things. Sometimes there's time for the softer ones. But there's only sometimes, or so many times, that the word no has any meaning to it, and I just got attacked by a fly.
Yeah, you did. I saw it.
It hit me right in the side of the head.
I didn't warn you. I thought I was just waiting. Just waiting for the drive-by.
Sucked. Now I'm sidetracked.
Back to the...
Yes. Like I said, sometimes the... now don't do that. But there's not any kind of physical type punishment to it. Like I said, maybe, no, don't do that because this got broke. Now you've got to work to fix this. Or, kind of something like that. To kind of learn that there can be real consequences to inaction versus just being told, don't do that.
Whatever.
Let's go. All right.
I gotcha. I think I take good cop scenario, and I don't know where I was going with that, but I'm influenced by different parenting styles, and I feel the need to explain reasons why things happen, and then sometimes after 3 or 4 different explanations, I do finally get to the point to, because I said so. But I think I could do, just being honest, I could do a better job at kind of supporting your decisions in parenting a little bit more than I do. Because like I said, sometimes most times I try to take control of the situation and sometimes step over what you're trying to correct. So
right. And I'm not a hard parent, I'm a firm parent, I think. But like it's out of on my side of like the little things can spiral to bigger things, so get the little intrusive thoughts out of the way first and learn that, hey, even these little things can have some really crappy repercussions.
Yeah.
And kind of learn that a little earlier.
Before it's something huge,
right.
Life-changing. Yeah.
Right.
I could see that. Okay.
And I think that's, once again, just animal brain.
Chimpanzee, to be exact.
Yes. Lizard, chimp, something. Oh, this is a fun one.
Tell me the number, please.
13.
13.
When you ask us to do something, don't follow along behind me and try to fix the little mistakes. If you didn't like how I was going to do it, don't ask me to.
That's hilarious. I'm just thinking, I'm sure somebody else can agree with an example of the dishwasher. How we load the dishwasher. And then how we unload the dishwasher and put the things away where they should go, which, by the way, in his defense, I change my mind frequently at where things should go because I come up with better ideas of how we can function with things like, for instance, kitchen organization. So, or, kids' clothes, in their rooms or whatever, my clothes, wherever things are supposed to be going, and then I change it up, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, that doesn't go there anymore. We're doing it here now, and so really, at the end of the day, I mean, if he loads the dishwasher, and unloads it, let's say check off the list and say, hey, it's done, thank you.
And I'm always the last motherfucker to find out about any of these changes.
Until.
And it's usually when I'm getting in trouble for it.
He has made the mistake of not going along with the new update. And he did not know. He's 3 updates behind.
And I'm a lot of things, but a psychic's not one of them.
Oh, and he tells me that all the time, and it drives me crazy.
Hey, I can't read your fucking mind.
Can't read your mind.
Okay, alright. Please don't play the where should we go eat game when you know you won't want to go to where I suggest.
No, that is...
We don't really do that one.
We really don't, because normally if we are going, I do have somewhere in mind, and I will straight say, what do you think about? And I will judge it off of your reaction, which, by the way... not a big reaction, okay?
Pretty much.
He could be very excited about something and say, it's not bad. Like, that's not an excited, I enjoyed this kind of thing.
Okay, you know what? Not bad means the opposite of it's bad.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
No, I need 2 things. Good, bad. Good.
Oh, gosh.
I really can't put anything bad into context.
I don't know. I don't know how to follow that up. But anyways, yeah. So, yeah, I am pretty blunt about things like where we're going to eat or what we're going to do on the date night or whatever, unless he's prior and giving me an
we're going
idea.
here. I found this. But yeah, usually she goes, we're going to go, or you want to go eat here? And I go, yeah, cool. Because a lot of times my brain goes, food is fuel.
Food.
That's it.
Okay.
I really don't care as long as it's not fucking Panera bread.
Oh, don't be a hater on Panera.
Sucks.
Can't believe he doesn't like deli sandwich places, Like, I don't get it.
This one's fun too. Understand that we're often overwhelmed by how much information's being given. It's not that we aren't listening. We're trying to process.
Yeah. You're pretty vocal about letting me know when I start rambling off. We need to take the trash out. We need to do this, and we need to do this, and you're like, hold on. I can do one thing at a time. Thank you. But just to give you a little, insight into what's going on in our minds, we have the 50 million things firing off, and it's like just going constantly. So even though it sounds like I'm firing off 1, 2, 3 things at a time, in my head there may be 40 happening.
You're like AI, and we're a fucking typewriter.
Okay.
So
okay, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I'll take it. I will take that.
That, and then one that I felt like this is like sometimes when you're telling a story, and it's like I like glaze, just like, like my brain goes into the screensaver.
He can't process everything about the story because the story is so complex.
You're about to get a task not operating error, and that's when I look at you and I go, "Hey, you're going around the world to cross the street." Like,
sometimes he doesn't want the origin story.
I don't care.
And that is the response we get quite often. Not that he doesn't care about me or thing one, thing two, but he generally does not care about anyone else other than those three. So if I am sharing a story that, who cares? Not really going to affect us one way or the other. He could literally give zero fucks about that
just
story.
Recited the alphabet to me. That was all it was.
None about that story, because those people are not affecting his inner circle.
Nope.
So he does not care. Sometimes, I feel compassion. I feel, I feel for people. I'm very empathetic. And he's like, it's not affecting me. So I don't really have any input there. I mean,
neurotic, narcissistic, I don't know what it is.
They can do what they want, because it's not going to affect me or you or the kids. So
right.
Yeah.
And I always say, if it didn't stop the world from spinning, it doesn't really matter.
Did anyone get hurt?
Is anyone dead? Do
Moving
I know them? If they're dead and I don't know them, nothing changed.
I am starting to y'all know, so
right.
You better get rolling. What number are we on?
This is 16.
I don't know if anyone will hang in here long enough to hear us review this list, but I hope they do.
Okay, well, we're almost done. Okay, quick. Silence on our part does not always mean something's wrong.
Ah, well, what does it mean? Nothing. It
right.
means nothing.
Or we're just taking it in. Sometimes I sit, I'm quiet, and I look at you, and I'm like, holy shit. Or I look at the kids, I'm like, wow. Look at them. And I'm just not going to say anything, because it's just kind of taking it in.
You're just taking it in. You're just taking it in the moment.
Right.
Hashtag core moment.
Core moments.
Is that what they say? Core memories. Core memories.
I don't have anything.
That's right. He doesn't know hashtags anymore. Hashtag core memories. That's what it is. That's what it is.
All right.
Hashtag these are the days.
All right. Your patience with the children is amazing.
Ooh. Thank you. Thank you. I would love to hear that more. I'll leave that there.
Sometimes it gets really frustrating how frustrated we get and how fast it happens with stuff the kids do. Like the paint on the front porch.
Yes.
My neck is still tense from it, and it's been over 24 hours. And your response was, it's on the inside.
It's on the inside.
And I was like, oh no, they're about to hand sand this? Refinish this?
He's talking about, now, I will say that thing one is a little bit more like me. Thing two, a little bit more of the mister. So thing one, surprisingly, usually acts without thinking. I don't know who he gets that from. Like I said, could come from me. We are very spontaneous in the moment. No fear of the future, that's for sure. And adrenaline junkies. And what I would like to say, very creative. He's probably gotten really tired of me saying it. I'm like, but look how creative that is.
It almost gives me a stroke at this point. He
has like a twitch in his eye when I say, but look how creative, like out of the box thinking that was. So let's go back to the most recent example. Just from previous experience with thing one. Ideas turn into messes. Messes normally turn into things that are a little bit more permanent that we can't really fix because thing one does not clean up after big ideas. So anyways, knowing that was going to be the case, I told thing one to go ahead and take out whatever he was trying to paint at that time out to the front porch. That would be a good place to go. because, didn't want it on the kitchen table, didn't want it on the inside, because we know what kind of, it's going to end up with a mess. It's going to end up with a mess. So I pre-planned to say, hey, take that outside, take it out on the front porch. It'd be great. It's a great place to go. It's outside. It doesn't matter. We've done a lot of arts and crafts out there. That's kind of the place for those types of shenanigans. And then at the end, of course, there was no cleanup of the mess. And there were lots and lots of paint.
All over the porch I enclosed last year.
Yes. But I say, look, it's like the dirty fingerprints on stuff. It's like,
and I say, God damn it.
Our children have been here, like they lived, and look at their things they created. So then I say to him, well, I told him to go on the front porch. I told him to go on the front porch. And I mean, clearly he took
You're starting to ramble.
Yeah.
You're going around the world across the street.
Here we go. So anyways, okay, so we disagreed there. I don't even remember what the list thing was.
I could tell. That's why I was pulling you back.
So here we are. So
you being patient with the kids.
Yeah, patient. Yeah.
And then you're justifying how overly patient you are.
Overly patient with the kids. True story. Moving on.
Your inner strength and perseverance are enviable.
Oh God, what's up with all the big words? Like, why we gotta use all these big words?
We're proud of what you do.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Tell us more often.
Simple brain.
Yes, got it. Number
19.
We
like the way you look, even without the makeup. Stop spending so much time on it and let us get out of here on time.
Ooh, is that really what that says?
Yes.
Or did you just...
No, that's really what it
I
says.
feel like you elaborated on that. Like, that was a personal jab. Because I am consistently late to everything.
In parentheses, we'd rather be on time without makeup
than
late with it.
Oh my gosh. I can't. Yeah. So it's not gonna happen. We're not gonna go to events without the makeup.
But you're beautiful.
I have tried to minimize as much as possible and make it very user friendly to take on the go, so that as long as you're the driver, I can continue.
Right, and you are good about that.
And I'm good about that. I am low maintenance.
You used to be it was a lot worse before.
Yeah.
But
I'm a low maintenance kind of gal.
You really are. And that's one of the things I love about you.
Don't really get the nails done. Don't go and get the fake lashes. Don't go and get, whatever, skin treatments and whatnot.
Look, the fake nails are too girly for me.
Okay. And, let's see. Usually about a pedicure a year, maybe. And then hair.
Around the anniversary.
Hair is totally low maintenance because it's like I have naturally curly hair, so just out of the shower and go. Where a lot of women out there I know spend a lot. I mean, they got a whole routine they have to do with the hair, and I'm just like, I get it and go.
All right, I like it. Number 20. I'm gonna leave you with this one. I'm not even gonna give
Here we go. Okay.
My spot on here because I want this is one all the ladies got to stew over a little bit.
Here we go.
You knew I was this way when we got married.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
You knew what you were getting into.
Oh my gosh. Really? Oh really? Yeah. You're right. Sure did. That's why I'm still here. And as he walks off from me again, leaving me hanging so that I have to stall. What? Oh my gosh. Yeah, so yes, knew what I was getting into. However, I will say though, like we've talked about before, just after we became a little bit more transparent and honest and open with each other, we have been able to share some things maybe that we thought the other could, improve upon a little bit without hurting the other one's feelings. And I think we have made quite a few of those changes where we just put it into a, hey, I want to get to know you better and how we can make this, because we're in it for the long haul. So yes, we knew what we were getting into when we signed up, and now, I mean, my personal motto is kind of, you don't want to just be where you are, just stagnant. You want to continue to get better. So that's what we've done together, I think, is try to improve along the way. And if there are, small things, we don't take offense to sharing with each other if there's something that we kind of would wish the other would maybe do things a little differently. Not necessarily change, but think about and do things in a different way. But I was just saying, as you were gone for like several minutes,
I had to pee too. So.
Okay. How we have became more transparent and open, honest, to let each other know, so we can actually talk things through, and we don't get our feelings hurt if you tell me something, you don't like the way I'm doing something or whatever, or hey, could you do it, like this, whatever. It's fine. Like, we're not super jealous type.
And just put it
my
out
way
there.
or the highway.
Right. And just put it out there instead of sitting and stewing over
exactly
a little something that could be like, yeah, that's not my thing. Like, that can simply be the answer.
Yeah.
Well, why not? XYZ.
And move on.
And move on.
And no hard feelings. No worries. Hakuna Matata.
Oh my God.
Hakuna Matata.
Yeah, that was the 20.
All right. Well, that was fun. That was fun. I kind of liked it. Maybe next time we don't need to do a 20. Maybe we need to do a top 10.
This is just a pilot.
The top 10 or a 5 would probably be better. Especially.
Well, I didn't expect it to get as deep as it did on some.
I know. It was like you hit me with like a number 2, and I was like, wow, this is where this is going. Okay.
I did not hit you with a number 2.
I mean, no.
It was no.
Moving on.
There was no poop.
He did not hit me with a number 2. I was just saying the number 2 item in the list. Thank you. But going back to your chimpanzee remark, you're just over there flinging poo at me. All right, moving on. Seriously, game face. This is my segment now. We are moving on. This is the transition into making. We have talked this last week about making our household, just to cut down on stress, more functional. I have been looking this summer, after being out, from the education system, having a break, at really minimizing the shit. Would you like to elaborate on that?
We have so much stuff. Not stuff. It's junk.
It's shit.
There is. I mean, yeah.
It's shit.
I have a garage full of projects that I'm not going to do. We've got toys from toddler time. Yes.
And we have an 8 and an 11-year-old. They're not going back to those toys. For some reason, some of those have sentimental attachment even to us, and
why?
That's silly. Things accumulate, and then we never. Well, I don't know what the opposite to accumulate is.
Decumulate.
Decumulate. Sure. I don't know if that's a word, but we never do that to, like, hey, one thing in.
I don't know. Maybe
out.
Throw shit away.
Throw shit away would be fantastic.
Give shit away.
Give shit away. Fantastic again. However, it does kind of take
sell shit away.
I don't know about that. It takes a second step to give it away normally, unless I'm like giving it away to a neighbor or something that's close.
Yeah, but if you went, hey, put this in your truck, and take it to the thrift store. I go, all right.
Oh yeah, back to the. I just have to tell him what to do. Yeah. So my problem is though, we would agree. At times in the past, if we've taken things to the thrift store, while he is unloading said things at the thrift store, I am picking out new things at the thrift store because I have a soft spot for getting a deal.
Donate 7 things, bring home 10 things.
I really
then I have more things from getting rid of things.
These are a few of my favorite things.
There's new things and old things and
and blue things
and red things.
Did this just start in a Dr. Seuss book? Anyways, so yeah.
Things on strings and things in the shape of rings.
Here we go. Okay, we got to wrap this one up. But what we're saying is we are putting a little bit more attention into, seriously, minimizing, and making it more
throwing shit away.
Yes, but making it more functional for our family to, one of the big ones.
Putting shit away.
Finding things.
Your fucking keys.
Okay, finding things. I'm really trying to go with the mindset of everything has a place. And what should we do? Put those things back in the place every time.
There's 5 words. Put it where it goes.
Wow. But for my brain, I have to first decide where it should go.
Does it fit there? Cool.
He's over there just counting to 5. I don't know how we got here, but
that last one was a stretch.
That was, yeah, it was a big stretch. So, anyways, we are putting some focus into, like I said, we're minimizing, getting rid of some stuff. We're trying to look and see the stuff that we do have that brings us joy, if you will.
There's not much.
No,
Food.
not to back to the 3 F's. But anyways, back to the things that we do have, making sure that they have a place that they go, so that some of us, I don't know who this would be, doesn't walk around looking for things the majority of the time, because things are never where they should be, where they go, right?
Right, because I put it where it goes.
Oh, fuck you. All right. So, anyways, we're going to be doing that, and I think we're going to be trying as a household. We also talked about, we talked about this quite a bit this week, actually, going along with our opposite conversation of the hawk tuah. We've talked about these 2 things. So, a lot in detail, but
it's been a weird week.
It has been. But trying to have that, if we want to determine if it's going to be a set time limit, like maybe say 30 minutes. I don't know if it's going to be 30 minutes for us, 10 minutes for the kids. I'm not really sure. We haven't really hashed all that out. But having as a team, because we're a team here at the house. Everyone who lives here is on the same team. But having a little time daily to clean up before bedtime or at some point during the day, and we said, hey, if you and I
caught the fly.
Oh my gosh.
Threw it against the wall.
All right, Mr. Miyagi. Okay, anyways,
I'm a ninja.
We take a little time as a team, say after dinner or whatever time we determine to everybody pitch in, and if we just did a little bit, just a teensy tiny little bit of something every day, it would not save all of those teensy tiny things for the weekend or something,
right?
Where we have to dedicate so much time of what we would be family quality time, like cleaning the house, which is stupid. I don't want to do that.
And then I did some kind of weird math when I went, there's 24 hours in a day.
He did do this, and I could not follow this. And we had talked about that, especially during busy times of the year, I'm back in school, the kids are back in school, that we are just trying to keep our head above the water. And that Yeah, and that, like, we don't, going into this next school year, because it's kind of our time to reset and rethink, regroup.
Step back and punt. That's summer.
Yeah, that we are really not wanting to do that anymore. Because when you're just trying to keep your head above the water and just try to keep up with day-to-day things, then, I mean, you're not prioritizing any kind of relationships, that's for sure.
No.
Because you're journeying more to we're a roommate kind of deal.
Closer we are, and when we do get the good connected, whatever, more than roommate vibes, we're more productive.
Oh yeah, we are more productive, and we have talked about it. I kind of thought it was bullshit at first, but now I kind of step back and see that we are better parents as well. Not just better husband and wife, but better parents. And I think the kids can pick up on that as well, because they've even said that, like, where some of us, I know if there's other moms out there, may have a little mom guilt when we try to pull off a date night without the kids, or, an overnight, but really when we come back, even if the kids have missed us, first off, you can go back to, we're trying to build resilient kids, can overcome adversity and challenges along the way.
Manufacture that shit.
Yeah. And so we teach them to be, to work through things. And so even if they're giving me the, we missed you, I miss you, things like that, it's going to be okay. It's going to be worth it in the end.
We're not coming home.
Oh my gosh, you've been gone for like 24 hours.
It's not even that they care that we're going.
I do like your impression there. That was good. Oh my god, that he's doing the older one now. The younger one would be like, I just want to spend the time with you, mommy. Oh, yeah. It's like, get out of here. Whatever. We don't care about you. Where's mama? Where's mama? Where's mama? Where's mama? Where's mama? 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 Mom. Anyways, so that's kind of where we're going from there. Is we're gonna spend a little bit more time this summer, hopefully, here and there, on minimalizing. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Getting rid of the shit. He's just randomly saying M words now. Okay, so getting rid of the shit to make our house to make our house more functional, and so that we don't have to just try to tread water, keeping the head above water. Yeah, but instead we can enjoy life more
and make it where it's 10 minutes a day instead of 5 hours.
And then we're pissy after that, because now we've shot half the weekend to clean up things we could have been doing during the week.
Stuff that other people want to do.
All right, so how you going to wrap this one up, mister? It's not.
15 minutes right now.
It seems kind of long to me.
Yeah.
And hopefully people have not gotten tired of listening to our silly shenanigans. and maybe, just maybe, there's some relationship that we have helped nurture tonight with, with our I told you.
Regular guy's point of view.
Just tell me what to do, baby, and I'll do it. Pat me on the head and tell me I'm a good boy.
That's all it takes.
And a little hawk to it, if you will, every once in a while.
That's like the biggest bouquet of flowers.
It's like breakfast in bed. All right. I've already forgot our ending line again.
I know you have.
All right, so you started. Real
And keep it
naked?
Yeah.